Welcome back, fishing friends, to another adventure. Hey, I'm here on the Trinity River, and I'm going to see what I can catch today. Let me get rigged up, and we'll see how it goes. Be right back. Alright guys, I'm using my usual setup, which is my 6-foot ugly stick with a Lew's Speed Spin 300, 20-pound braid, and 20-pound fluorocarbon leader. I'm using this Lake Pro Magic Shad. So we're gonna give it some casts in here. Sand bass are running, aka white bass. We had some rain yesterday, so it's a little stained, but we're gonna see what we can come up with. Yeah, there's a bridge right above me up there, but hopefully it's not going to be too noisy. It's actually the Elm Fork of the Trinity River. So what's in here? Well, you got largemouth, you got the white bass, aka sand bass, flathead, blue cat, carp, crappie, and of course sunfish and shad. Man, that looks good in the water. I may have to throw the MEPS in here. All right, guys, I moved down just a little bit. Excuse me. Still using that magic shad. It's kind of a weedless rig. Oh yeah, that looks good in the water. The water's a little stained, but it's definitely fishable. Man, that looks good in the water. Anyway, so I hope you guys are enjoying the tournament. My 3 teams got skunked. Texas Tech, Florida, and Iowa. Texas Tech had that game won, and they just couldn't hit any shots in the second half, and at the end of the game they had a chance to tie it and maybe even win it. Iowa just got run. Florida had a chance, and of course the Cinderella Oral Roberts snuffed them out. Crazy stuff this time in the tournament. Crazy stuff. Oh, I had a bump right there. Man, this thing is so juicy. And I'm hoping the fish are looking for anything coming off those rapids right there. I think I'm going to switch to the MEPS. Alright guys, I'm going to switch to the MEPS and we'll see how that goes. Be right back. Alright guys, I switched to the MEPS. I got a little crawler on the back of it. It's a white colored curly tail. Oh yeah, that looks phenomenal. Yep, that looks mighty juicy. It's looking good. Whoop, what do we got here? Just a little bit of cabbage. Alright guys, I switched to the MEPS XD. Excuse me, we'll see how this goes. It's got a dress tail on it. Oh yeah, it looks good in there. All right, let's see if we can get anything. Yeah, that looks good. Good stuff. Ooh. Picked up a leaf there. What was that? What was that? Dang. Crying out loud, that was a hit. Man, oh man. Well, was one. Crying out loud. Alright guys, I moved a little bit further down. Had that one nice hit and that was it. Then I got one snag, but thankfully I got it out. Still throwing the MEPS. Temperature's probably in the mid 50s. It's nice. Yeah, we had big storms last night, but further south where I was, up here I think they just had a nice rain. All right guys, I switched up to the tube. And we're gonna see how this goes. Nothing on the other stuff so far. I switched to a bitsy bug jig for a little bit, didn't get a sniff. Oh yeah, this one looks good in the water. One of the biggest bass I ever caught in my life was on a tube further south on the Trinity River, kind of where it flows south of Lake Ray Roberts. It was heavy current, and man, it was a day that was about 102 degrees, and I was walking this bank just pitching and pitching, and I got to this kind of confluence where it's like a flood channel where it veers off, and it's also a kayak drop, and right in that area I just threw the tube in there, bounced it along, gave it a little tug, and bam, that was all she wrote. It's like a 7-pound bass was just cruising through there, and man, it was a heck of a fight. That was before my YouTube days. I was back in what, 2016 I think. But if you never fished a tube, give it a shot. The ones I use are usually from Big Bites. Pretty good stuff. Great castability. You know, they got that salt in them, and it's good stuff. All right, guys, been throwing the tube for a while now. Nothing on it. All right. I've tried spinners, jigs, swim baits, and a tube, and just nothing is biting. Checked the fishing report and it said crappie were biting. Most everything was active this week. But nothing for me so far. So I may switch over and do some micro fishing. See what I can come up with. There's a couple pools here and there I may check out. See if I can get something. Ooh. There's just a root down there. May move back up there under the bridge and throw this tube into a couple of those pools and see what we get. Then switch over to some night crawlers. Alright guys, be right back. Alright guys, so I switched to a little night crawler on a bobber since I didn't have any luck with some of the lures I was throwing. And I mean, I tried a ton of them. And so we'll see what we get with this. Hopefully we'll have some good luck. It's a beautiful day. Fish have got to be biting, but they're not. Oh man, it seems like that's been the trend lately. But look how awesome that is down there. It's good stuff. Alright, so hopefully we'll catch something here. Alright guys, so for this setup, I'm just using my 5-foot ugly stick, 4-pound trilene smooth casting line. Just a night crawler on a little bobber, just kind of floating it along here in the slack water here. And hopefully we'll get something. I've been doing this for about 20 minutes. No bites yet. I tried up under the bridge too in some of those holes, but nothing there. Nothing going on. Not even on the night crawlers. That's kind of odd. Alright, looks like maybe I got something going on here. Let's check it out. It's acting a little funny. Oop, nothing was there. So the rod I'm using is a Cast King Sharky 3. And I really enjoyed it. I had the Sharky 2 and I had a lot of luck with it. Some of my other videos I've got it, but the Sharky 3 is pretty good. Other than that, I always use a lose. If you never used a lose reel, go for it, man. And if something happens to it, just send it into them and they'll repair it and send it back out. They're located there in Springfield, Missouri, and everything that they put out, rods, reels, are just fantastic. So if you never tried any of their stuff, go for it. All right, guys, so I'm gonna keep fishing for about 30 more minutes. If that didn't work, I'm gonna head out to a different spot, see what we get out there. All right guys, it's gonna be it for now. So I'm gonna pack it up and head to a different spot. Sadly, the river here, the Trinity River, just nothing was biting. I blame it on the polar vortex pushing everything back, but man, it's so nice here. You know, it's mid-March, you figure everything be hitting, but it was just about a month ago where that crazy storm had hit. So I don't know, I think it probably plays a role in there somewhere. All right, so I'm gonna head out and I'll see you at the next spot. Bye bye. All right guys, so the fishing didn't work out so well, so to continue this adventure, there's a zoo here right in town, and with a lot of zoos, they were hit hard from COVID. So if you get a chance to get out there to support a place like this, do it, man. They really could use the help. So this is the Frank Buck Zoo. Frank Buck is famous for his safaris, and he wrote a book called Bring 'Em Back Alive. And the whole point was to get some of these animals back. There's this little quote, bring them back alive. Then they could put on display. Now, some people don't like zoos, some do. So I'm just gonna let that be, but there's some pretty cool stuff here. So I'll get some footage of it as we go through. Oh man, look at those flamingo feathers. That'd be kind of cool to get one of those, huh? Oh yeah, look, he's standing on one leg. Wow. I wonder what they did during that. Oh, they have a little indoor building there during the polar vortex. Man, that had to have sucked for some of these animals. Other ones probably loved it. All right, guys, I'm gonna go check out the other stuff. Be back as we go through. Okay, guys. Here we got some llamas. This one's here grazing up close. Hopefully he's not gonna spit on me. There's some green grass coming up down there that they're trying to get to. All right, let's go to the next one. All right, guys. There's a little squirrel monkey in there. And there's some kind of a funny little cat in here running in his little exercise wheel. I don't know if you can see him in there. It's a Jeffrey's cat. Oh, here he comes. Well, that's a funny little thing. He's not very big. Here's this goofy little monkey. And it's wallaby. Hopefully you can see him under the shade there. There's the other one way over there. Then over here is this swamp wallaby. And of course when the camera's rolling, he doesn't come out and run around like they were. They have a little sprinkler set up there to shoot water in there for him. There's a giraffe. They used to have one that was the biggest one in captivity in the US, just a shy under 18 feet. And then this one was his buddy. And I don't know if they're ever gonna get another one. You used to be able to feed him right here. You could go in there and feed him. I guess they don't do it anymore. It just says, oh yeah, there you go. So I guess they still feed them, and they would walk up here and you could give them lettuce. Here's some big ostriches. Oh yeah, look, there is another one out there. A couple more giraffes. Maybe they still have that big one. I thought he had, something happened to him. All right, when we get over there, I'll turn the camera on. All right, guys, so he's still here. This is the big one. That other one that was in there is there for her medical examination day. But then there's a smaller one. I wouldn't call it a baby, it's just a... didn't have as many years on it. So they're enjoying their hay, and that's kind of cool. They have a little machine brings a bucket down, then they put the hay in there and they raise it up. That's pretty neat. All right, guys, there's the old camel grazing away. Then over there's a spotted donkey. Look at this guy's got big calluses on his knees there. But he's enjoying that wet hay that from all that rain. That's pretty cool. That bracket behind me are the guineas, guinea fowl. It says there's a spotted horse in here, or a miniature horse in here, but the only thing I saw was that spotted donkey. Then there's some ibex over there, which are kind of like pronghorn, that are out there. But then there's a spiked land tortoise. Hadn't seen him. And I didn't see the zebras. Well, they used to have zebras out here too, but I don't see them. And they were kind of crazy. I remember they had two out here and then one. They had to keep in those pens in there, and it was running around going bananas in there. That was the last time I was here. I don't see that tortoise anywhere. But you can see where the rain last night, where it puddled and pooled up. All right, let's keep going. Then I'll tell you about the disturbance I caused here one time. Okay, guys. There's a little lemur. I caused a massive disturbance here one time. I used it's called a white-headed gibbon. Maybe the lemurs are down here. Then they added this. This is new. Oh, it's like a little tunnel and they can kind of go over and check things out. Oh yeah, ring-tailed lemur. Cerabidee. Well, and over here's a red-ruffed lemur. Oh, there's one trying to... Oh, he's a funny little dude. Trying to grab that green. Come on, you got it. He's pulling. Well, before the one behind me was established, these guys here, I caused an incident. I had my cell phone out and I started playing lemur calls. And boy, they came out of the woodwork like you wouldn't believe, screaming and hollering. And they had kind of a different little house that was all enclosed. And it was like one little hole that they all could get in and out of. Now it's more open. They can't really go into a place and hide. And man, when I played that, they started screaming and whooping up a storm. And then like the museum staff came over to wonder what was going on. And I hid my phone. But yeah, that was kind of interesting. I don't know if I want to replicate that again. Then over here, these funny other little ones. They just sit there, but it's kind of cool. They have a little cage set up if they need to move them around. But I wonder what they did during this polar vortex, man. That must have been brutal. I guess they had to catch them and put them inside into like that building right there. Here's this dude chilling out. I don't know if I want to use my phone and get a ruckus started. Anyway, they're pretty cool. He's just kind of chilling there. Oh, yeah. Oh, okay, I see. Here's a little pen system, tunnel system. They can go into their little house here. That's probably where they moved them when the vortex hit. If you don't see us here, we're either inside in our exhibit to the left. So here's another little spot for them. All right, nothing in here. They're in that other one. All right, let's keep moving. All right, I know these guys. These prairie dogs. Boy, and you gotta have a cement bottom on this. I bet you that's exactly what they've got. And that hole's got water in it. Because if you don't have a cement bottom in there, they're gonna dig out of this place. They were all over Amarillo. If you ever go to Amarillo, the city is always, and the county's always having to safely reuse them. They use a special vacuum cleaner, and it sucks them up into this tube in a holding bag. Then they put them in these little cages, and then they relocate them. But they're really bad around Amarillo. The thing is, they can cause problems for livestock if they step in a hole. And people think they're all cute and cuddly, and they are, but they can do a lot of damage to land. The other thing is, sometimes you'll get burrowing owls with them, which are kind of cool to see. All right, let's go down this ramp and check out what else is here. Here's where the tortoise is. You see him there? I almost walked right by him. He thinks I'm gonna give him some bananas and fruit. Yeah, what did this old boy do during that vortex? I guess I had to pick him up and put him inside his little house here. That wasn't gonna stop any of the cold. Oh, wow. check out that turd. That is a turd. Holy cow, I didn't know that they would drop something like that. Here's this little water pit, but it's more like a bunch of debris in there. They need to clean that out. All right, let's keep going. All right, guys, there's one of the cheetahs right up there, and the other one is down here. They used to have a porcupine here, and I don't see the porcupine anymore. He was over there by that tortoise. Oh, check that out. Make no mistake about it. That thing is a killing machine. Boy, those things are cool. I bet you they're loving this cool weather. And they're right behind me are a bunch of goats that I know they're just drooling, hoping to get there, sink their teeth into. Let's go look at them. All right, guys, in there, I don't know if you can see it, as a pot-bellied pig, a fatso. No wonder the cheetahs are stalking around behind me, drooling. And look at these guys. It looks like you can feed them. There's a little machine here. They need to refill. It says empty. And the goats, you can feed them. It's a tire and a bunch of other junk. Some wiffle balls. Super hungry. Oh my gosh. What did I just step in? Mud. It felt like a turd. Ooh, this one's coming over. He thinks I got something. Hey. I'll let you sniff. Well, he jumped up on there. I don't have anything for you. I don't have any change to put in that machine. I'm sorry, Mr. Sniffer. Alright, let's keep moving. See you there, Roy. That's where the miniature horses are that they said were out in that main area. I see them in there. 2 of them. Hey, you can't really get up close to them. It's kind of sad for the kids. Oh, maybe they open up this little chain gate and they can walk around out here. All right. What is this thing? Some kind of a bovine. Oh, it looks kind of friendly. Let's see. Oh, here's the sign. If you don't see the mini horse dispenser and trinket, check by the African outpost. We go for walks, for exercise, to prevent overgrazing. Well, whatever that funny looking ox is, there's 2 of them. There's one walking way up there. Brahma and Bhutana. These are zebus. Brahma and Bhutama. Miniature zebus. Found globally. Some kind of barnyard animal, I guess. Alright, guys. Had to come back down here. These cheetahs are slinking around. I know they're drooling at that pot-bellied pig, that miniature horse, and those goats. Man, these things are wired, and they're a heck of a lot bigger than you think. I wonder if these are 2 siblings they got. Boy, he didn't like me staring at him. What do I keep stepping in here? It's another mud puddle. Look at this one. Now they're moving around. Hello. Well, I am kind of chubby. Maybe they think I'd be a good meal. Man, I don't doubt one of these things would kill me in an instant. Boy, these things are active. They got all this tasty food around. That's probably why they're acting like that. Or maybe they're just wanting some attention. All right, let's go down here and check out some other stuff. See ya. Oh, here's this funny little zebu. Looks like a shorthorn Brahma. Check out that gator. Gee, Ralph, look at them snappers. He's just kind of sunning. I guess they had to move him inside when the polar vortex hit. Yeah, what is that from Romancing the Stone? When he sees that gator. Gee, Ralph, look at them snappers. He's just kind of chilling there. All right, let's keep going. All right, guys, I don't know if you can see him, but laying on top of that little shed there is a coyote. Just like a dog, chilling out. All right, let's keep going. All right, guys. Check out these nasty looking vultures. Dang, and they stink. But they serve a purpose out there along with turkey vultures. All right, let's keep going. All right, guys, check out that fatty. It's a big bear. He's just kind of chilling. He's got a big area to play in, but they've only got him in this one little part. Over here to the left, he's got a big bathtub, and over to the right, he has like a little meadow area. He's got some straw for bedding. I bet you he loved the polar vortex. See, he's got the rest of this whole area here to run and play in. Something stinks over here. Golly. I know what that smell. That's fox urine. There's a bobcat or something supposed to be in there. God, whew. I use a fox urine. There's a fox. I use that fox urine to keep the rabbits out of my folks' backyard, and also to keep the squirrels away. Oh, here's another fox. Yeah, I can recognize that smell anywhere. It's pungent. It's just chilling. And here's the other part of that bear's exhibit. But the American black bear, but he doesn't get to play out here today, I guess. Maybe another day. All right, guys, so that's gonna wrap up the tour today. So the fishing was a bust at the river, but the zoo was pretty fun. So I may try a couple other spots to do some fishing, and we'll see how that goes. But for now, that's gonna be it. Until then, I'll see you guys next time. Bye-bye.